I will be. Um, it looks like am I audible? Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, great. I'll be sharing the screen right now, and I would love you to see the presentation that I have prepared today for all of us here. I would like to tell you, I don't think it's opening. There. I would like to tell you about augmented reality. And let me just tell you a little bit more about what I am. I am a strategist in this AR agency in Arzilla, and we are specializing in developing augmented reality experiences for manufacturers, retailers, and even end consumers. I'll be telling you today more about the types of augmented reality and our work that we've done in these fields. The agenda for today would be I'll tell you again about what augmented reality is. I'll share some statistics with you. I'll be telling you the difference between web AR and social AR. I'll be sharing cases that we had for both of these things, and I'll also be sharing some world market practices for you concerning garment manufacturers and retailers. And in the end, I'll tell you how exactly we work. So if you are talking to an AR agency, what the steps will be and what the procedure will be um, for you to get this activation ready. Augmented reality is all about placing things that aren't actually there in the real world. Since you're in Asia, I believe that TikTok or maybe WeChat, hopefully Snapchat, are familiar to you. And you probably know those fun things they have when you can actually place, say, ears in your head, or you can augment your face somehow, or add a puppy's nose to your face. So you add things that aren't there, and that's what augmented reality is about. It allows you to superimpose objects, some data on top of the real world. Augmented reality is, as we know it, mainly for fun. It's fun to play with effects on Instagram, for example, and masks on Facebook, and filters in Snapchat. It's fun, it really is. But augmented reality has other implications. Augmented reality allows you to see things from different angles, allows you to look at things from a different perspective. One of the I'll be showing you cases, and so I'll be telling you more about what augmented reality is as we look at particular examples. Some statistics and figures to prove that augmented reality is actually a way to go are here. The favorite question of mine would be what part of buyers prefer AR ads over the common video-based experiences? And that question is it's the second column from left, where it says 22% and 78%. So the answer is 78% of buyers in the US want to see AR ads instead of the common experiences, common ads. And the conclusion to make here is that it's not that they want to see those ads, it's that they expect those ads to be there. Augmented reality is turning to be more popular. Consumers aren't afraid of it as they once were, and augmented reality is very democratic, which means that it's available to a lot of people. AR provides 10 minutes average dwell time. So dwell time is the time you spend with an ad. If your dwell time is 2 minutes, this means that your brand gets your viewers, your customers' full attention for 2 minutes. And that is a very important thing now, considering how people are overfed with ads. So having this major and very strong tool in gaining attention is a very important marketing advantage as opposed to your competitors. I will be sharing this presentation with the moderators, and then after that, you can be, finding this data again after moderators share it with you. Otherwise, this data is actually a collection of the available reports and information that we actually see on the internet. So if you want to learn more about that, you could always contact me. I'll be sharing that with you. Or basically go to Google and look for statistics in Google. I'll be telling you slightly more about web AR and social AR. So augmented reality is a very wide field, and web AR and social AR are its types. So on the one hand, we have web AR, which is, it's written on the slide, it's easy, it's in browser, it's no app, it's no installs, and it's there for you. So you just follow a link to get to this web AR experience. It can be integrated into a website. So if you have, say, a garment website, and you want to let people see what the garment could look like, not in the picture, but in their place, you could integrate this web AR into your website. The great thing about web AR is that it allows your people, your clients, to look at your products and make sure they're buying the right thing. They're not making this purchase because somebody told them it's good. They're making this purchase because they've just seen what an object looks like, and so they want to may actually make that purchase and believe you. Most importantly, they believe you. Another thing about web AR is that it's wow effect. Wow effect means that when people look at this activation, as people are able to interact with your product before actually going to your store or buying it from you, they go, wow, they go surprised and excited about what you have to offer them. So this positions you as not only a trustworthy merchant who is allowing people to see the product, but also as a high-tech retailer, which means that you are accurate and you are aware of technologies that are there for you to try. Importantly, because we're talking about this as an integration, it needs to pay off. And it will, because augmented reality experiences are trackable, which means you can actually track the web page, the traffic that goes through this experience, the dwell time, the steps that people are taking after they are on this page, and where they're going, and if they're going back. All of that could be seen through Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics or any other analytics devices there are. So augmented reality is stored on your website, and you can attach any analytics device you want so that you as a retailer and as the owner see what effect it has and what dwell time and what retention rate it generates with your clients. Now this was for web AR. Web AR is about browser. Now if we're turning to social AR, we see that there is other activations. Instagram and Facebook I'll be talking about Instagram and Facebook because here in Europe, they're very popular. They are, alongside Snapchat maybe, the leading platforms for people to socialize. So those are leading social networks. I'm pretty sure there could be that in China, in Asia as well. So I'll be talking about those. But if you have a question concerning other platforms, I'll be very glad to tell you a bit more if I know anything about those. Right, for Instagram and Facebook, people are very much familiar with the network and they're familiar with all these effects and masks they have in Instagram and Facebook. So those lenses and effects that we create for social AR, they are first off viral, which means that people are actively using them. They're looking at those masks, they like those masks, they enjoy those, and they're very much ubiquitous, which means that although Instagram and Facebook are, let's say, an app, you have to download an app to get to Instagram. Everybody has it. So social AR is very popular. It's not hard. It's already where your clients are. If you know that a lot of followers on Instagram convert, if you know that those people who are following you on Facebook generally buy things from you, you could create those lenses for them, those effects and those masks, and so they will convert further because they know it's there. The ad is already where your clients are. It's very native, very organic. Like I said, augmented reality effects are shareable. You could send it to friends, and viral. Because if it's a good mask, and we are making good masks, you'll know that people are interested in trying that mask. So it can go viral. Like I said, social AR is very engaging, it's fun, it's easy. People do not have to take any additional steps, to get to other places and see what else they can do. It's already there. So it's really fun and easy. And social AR relies at some point relies on FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. So you could have this mask open for 24 hours and position it as an exclusive mask. And people would come to your Instagram and see what you have to offer, which ultimately leads to increased followership, increased dwell time, and conversion. Social AR is not only about fun. I'll be sharing cases we had, and you'll see that social AR also allows you to show the product before the purchase is there, or if the client isn't sure, they can always look at the AR effects they have or you have for them so that they're very much okay with what they're buying. So I'll be sharing some web AR cases with you right now. This one case is what we did for a company, Harmony. Harmony are here in St. Petersburg in Russia, and they are a company who are focusing on creating detergents and cleansers and soaps, household chemicals. So they're not making cosmetics. They're making those, solutions that you clean your house with. So creams, hand creams, aren't really in their field. But they decided to come out with a line of products, and hand cream was there. And of Harmony was to develop an ad that would make sure people knew about this cream. So when the product appeared, they wanted to know that people knew to whom this cream belonged. The cream's name is Floral Dreams, and they just wanted to make sure people knew about the product. They added, they turned to us and we suggested developing AR campaign, augmented reality campaign. We had QR codes on every product they produced on their original products. There was a QR code on every single product. And after people bought their products, they were encouraged to scan the QR code and actually see how the cream appeared. So they would scan the QR code and they would see this bottle of cream appearing on their tables, on their floors, on their windowsills, anywhere. And this was the idea because people were first interested. They were like, oh wow, there's a hand cream standing on my wall, standing on my table, but it's not there. I only see it through my phone. Second, they were familiar with the product when it was there, when it came to the shelves, and they loved it because it was fun. It wasn't a printed ad, it wasn't a TV ad, it was fun, it was unusual. The result, we got revenue growth of 8.7%. The idea here is that this revenue growth may not be as impressive as it can be, but Harmony shared with us that normally their revenue for a new product wouldn't be this high. This was their record. And so they were really happy that they had this activation. They were really happy they could enjoy this, and they attributed this to AR. Another case here is also for Web AR, is for a Ukrainian furniture company. So the problem that they had was returns. A lot of people would return the table back to the shop because it didn't fit in their room. It was too big, it was too small, it was not the color they wanted, a lot of reasons. And the trouble they had was figuring out how to let people try things in their own homes to lessen returns. So they came out with the solution. They turned to us and we suggested we could create web AR activation for them. So when people came to their website with their phones through their mobile, they would see this button on the website that says See in AR. And then they click that button, See in AR, and they direct their phone at their space, and there they see this table appearing. This is how it was. They could see the table standing in their room, and they could see if it was fitting it, if it was accurate, if it was pretty. Did they want it? Did they not want it? Therefore, the purchase was very much conscious. The purchase was sure. People were not buying through guessing. They were buying through knowing exactly that the table is what they wanted. This one is market practice. I invite you to scan the QR code and go to the website 10th Street Hats so that you can see what the hat fitting thing looked like. This webpage is bringing you to a place where they're selling one sort of hat, and you could actually tap this try on option and see the hat on your head, and then you could see how it fits you. 10th Street Hat are a very big brand of hats, and they have this huge coverage in mass media, and they told that the conversion rate increased by 52%. So conversion rate of their website increased by 52%. They saw that the person who was interacting with their AR tool would convert faster than a user who did not use AR. So AR adds this certainty about purchase, okay? There's also increased brand awareness because 10th Street hats had this all over. People started writing about them all over. They got some free advertisement, and take photo button that they had there was critical to spread the word. So people could go to the website, take a picture of themselves wearing one of these hats, and share it with people and say, oh, look, see what I did. Look, this is what I look like in this hat. This one is smart mirror practice. I invite you to scan the QR code and see the video. So FX mirrors allow you to instantly try on clothes without actually trying them on. Smart mirrors save time and increase in-store dwell time. And we know that increased dwell time is all about increased chances for purchasing. Okay, the longer clients stay in your space, in your products, the more they buy, or else the more likely they are to buy things from you. So this is what smart mirrors are about. Additionally, smart mirrors are cool because, sadly, in this time of the pandemic, we are forced to choose channels that allow people to interact with your product in safe ways. This is safe because you do not switch clothes, you do not take someone's clothes or clothes that someone's tried before you did. It's free. It's you and the mirror, and there you are. I'm also I'm moving on to social AR cases that we had. Social AR, like I told you, is something that's happening on social networks. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, any other social net you could think about. I'm sure there are ways to develop AR for them. This one case was for, I would like to excuse myself right now and stop this demonstration for just a second because I'm experiencing some troubles. Looks like someone's trying to get to me. Oh, okay. I thought that the moderators of this meeting today were trying to reach to me through one of our channels like LinkedIn, and so I just went back to check if it was them, but no, it wasn't. I'm good. Okay, excuse me. Diva & Co. are a Moscow-based retail store, and they are selling earrings, rings, bracelets, necklaces, a lot of things, and sunglasses. And so one day they launched a new product, a new series of sunglasses, and they wanted people to look at those sunglasses and try them on without ever going to a store. And so what they did was they turned to us and we suggested that they could develop AR filter for Instagram. So, like I told you, this filter was organic. Organic means people didn't have to go to a website, and then after a website, they had to go elsewhere and do this, do that. It's there. If people are on Instagram, this AR thing allows them to get to Instagram and just stay where they are and enjoy the product. So this is native because the ad belongs to where your client belongs. The idea here was, like I told you, to run this short-term campaign and let people enjoy those sunglasses. And we got results. We got new followers after 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. And we got revenue growth. Now, followers, since the campaign was short-term, like I told you, it's about FOMO, fear of missing out. They told people that this mask is only there for a short time, and people came to see, to check that mask out, to try those sunglasses on, and be among those who had the chance. So this was the beauty of this campaign. And of course, we got revenue growth because some people, after they tried those sunglasses, were willing to go to the website and buy those sunglasses right away because they just saw through their phones how those sunglasses would fit their face, and they were sure about the purchase. Okay? Oh, it wouldn't switch. There you go. Okay. One more case here is for Pretty Emily Jewelry. So the client was a jewelry designer and retailer, and she wanted to advertise her new earrings. So she turned to us and we developed a mask for her that allowed people to see what the earrings were like. So earrings would be on people's rings. And also she had those sunglasses here. Sunglasses actually aren't there. They are the 3D model that we developed. So um, they decided to roll out this entertainment and to spread the word about themselves. So people knew that there is Pretty Emily Jewelry and that they're doing some awesome things, that they're making those awesome earrings. So earrings look realistic. I'm wearing earrings today and they're long ones. And they move if I move my head. This is absolutely possible on Instagram. You could develop earrings that actually are there in your ears, and they move with you. So if you shake your head, they shake as well. It's very realistic. They aren't just stuck to you. They're very responsive.